to think, but these superstars are blowing me away right here.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
He got away with it that time, but he can't fake his way to victory here tonight. He's going for the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz.
There's a dude with guts. These top rope moves are risky. I think we might be in for a finisher here, Cole.
2, 3.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight.
4.
I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how
6.
glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. I went into this expecting a good match. I'm just saying, it's even better than I thought it would be.
I know exactly what you mean. These superstars certainly are pulling out all the stops.
3.
This is just dumb, Cole. You don't win a match by taunting your opponent
4.
to death.
I disagree, Taz. Getting the crowd on your side can be a huge psychological... Look.
He could take his head right off with that. There's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. I'm all in favor of freedom of expression, whether I agree with what they're saying or not. This could be 3 right here.
1, 2, 3.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done.
1, 2,
Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
3,
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz.
4, 5.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a... Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after taking a finisher like that.
He may get the 3 count right here.
2, 3.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job. This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too, Cole. If they're not buying tickets, they're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other.
Oh, no! I think he's bleeding from that last shot.
Whoa, you're not kidding. Look at this. Damn right it is, Cole. And that's a heck of a finisher right there. He's going for the pin, Cole.
1, 2, 3.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
You know, we've seen some pretty good back-and-forth action here, but you don't all... or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.
Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
What an incredible match. I hope we... What a match.
Here's your winner.
And I don't think that pinfall left any doubt in anyone's mind who the better superstar was tonight.
Yeah, he was the better man tonight, but if I could give him a little piece of advice, I'd tell him not to get a little, cocky.
That might be easier said than done, Taz. It's hard not to feel good about yourself after a win like that. Ladies and gentlemen, he's Taz, and I'm Michael Cole here at ringside, welcoming you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Hey, I got top billing tonight. I'll pay you later.
Well, what can I say? These Minneapolis fans have got me in such a great mood. I'm feeling especially generous tonight. Great reversal.
You gotta be kidding me. Give it up. It's not gonna happen.
Come on, Taz. How about a little credit for the attempt?
So, Paul, you got any predictions? You know who you think's gonna win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no idea how this is gonna end up.
Neither do I, Taz. And I think it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
No doubt, Cole. I've seen superstars get a huge advantage over their opponent and still lose the match because they got sloppy.
Anything can happen in WWE. An entire match can turn on one or two big moves.
And that's why you can't take your eyes off the action for 1 second. And there's the counter, Cole. I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. And there's the reversal.
Well, I think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you've made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict? You keep up with your mouth, you're going to have a permanent limp. I feel like a real jerk when somebody counted you like that. Oh, jeez, look at this. Pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum, Taz.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
Looks like it.
What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
It won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in this, the more risk you have for serious injury.
Top rope moves can win or lose you the match. There's very little middle ground.
These superstars are pounding the heck out of each other. How much? Oh no! Look out! Whoa! What a shit kick. Nice quick counter. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting crazy. This could be 3 right here. Way too early to get a 3 count. Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner, and this might be enough to get the tap out right here.
Here's the pin. This could be it. You gotta be careful when you're going up there. This is one heck of... There's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here. What a reversal.
This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole.
And here we go with the submission hold. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole.
Nice reversal. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
Oh boy, looks like someone's moving up in the world. When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd want to have here on SmackDown.
No, I'm 100% serious, Taz. Can you imagine having Triple H or Batista or Chris Jericho on Friday nights? That could take SmackDown to the next level. What a counter that was!
This has been a real rocket bus of a match so far, Cole.
What a submission maneuver! You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive. That was a textbook reversal. Wow, now that one's not in the rule book. But you know what they say, it's not a crime if you don't get caught.
I don't believe it. How could the referee have missed that?
You're not going to see action like this anywhere. I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it. The pride in the hearts of these competitors might be the only thing that's keeping them going.
And pride's a powerful emotion. But when you just plain run out of gas, there's nothing in the world that can keep you going.
Well, it doesn't look like they're running on empty quite yet, but you never know when that could change. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
That's the bottom line, Cole. If you're not doing everything... Here it comes, look out!
Oh, man, many a superstar has fallen prey to that finishing maneuver.
1, 2.
Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
There's the reversal, Cole. Man, this match is so good, it's even worse.
Oh, my, the submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole. Wow, great reversal.
Look at this, Taz. This could be it.
Good night, Irene. Nobody sticks around long after
1,
taking a finisher like
2,
that.
3.
What a match. I got goosebumps.
I don't think
Here
there's
are
any
your
question in
winners.
anyone's mind who won that match, Taz.
It should be, Cole. If you pin your opponent and the ref counts free, that's it. It's done.
And that may be it for the match, but I hope it's not the last time we see these superstars in the ring together. This sold-out crowd is on its feet here in St. Louis, Missouri. Michael Cole, here with Taz at ringside.
1.
I'll tell you, Cole, these WWE fans are so fired up, I'm having a hard time staying in my seat.
I'm with you on that, partner. We've got a great show here tonight for these St. Louis fans, and I can't wait to get started. That reversal might stop his opponent's momentum dead. I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as... Oh, my God, I think the referee's out, Taz.
I'll tell you, they gotta start getting sturdier refs, Cole. This kind of thing seems to happen all the time. He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting.
Watch it. He reversed it. I don't think the fans like that one too much. And I'm sure this breaks this guy's heart.
It should. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE, and he doesn't give a damn what they think.
So, Cole, you got any predictions? Who you think's gonna win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that he was one step ahead on that one. Kurt Angle is such a phenomenal athlete. It's a shame that he feels that he has to bend the rules in order to accomplish his goals.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's important unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win rather than compete fairly.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride.
What an incredible powerbomb! He may have just broken his opponent in half.
Man, you talk about an American icon, you talk about a real American hero, you just don't get any better than a man right here, Kurt Angle.
Angle certainly represented his country well in the 1996 Olympic Games where he won his gold medal. But ever since then, I think his accomplishments have gotten to his head.
What? How can you say that, Cole? That's practically, that's more or less un-American. I hope the Department of Homeland Security...
Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got some bad news for these fans. He don't give a damn what you think. I never stopped being impressed by Kurt Angle. That was a textbook reversal.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be able to. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far.
Wow, great reversal. This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed. There's a lot of bad blood here for sure.
And if this keeps up much longer, that bad blood's gonna wind up all over the place. Nice quick counter. I think we know where he's going with this, Cole.
Here it comes. The FU! He just drove his opponent straight into the ground.
Here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
He anticipated that move perfectly. I don't think he's going to win any fans over with that.
It ain't about winning over the fans, though, Cole. He's letting
I think he's looking for that big elbow.
biggest in the business, Cole.
1,
Huge
2.
elbow drop.
What a reversal.
Oh, God. The ref's on Dream Street, Cole. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right, Taz. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives. We've seen this before. He'll do whatever it takes to win and take every advantage he can.
You know, that's not going to make you popular, but you got to do whatever it takes to win. Wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent... Oh, man, heads up!
Clothesline from hell! He just about decapitated his opponent.
Way too early to get a free count. He dodged that bullet. I love it. Talk about rubbing your opponent's face in it.
Yes, but I think he's looking to finish off his opponent right here.
There it is, Cole. The angle slam. He ain't fooling around here. He's going for the cover, Cole.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. Look out below.
What a huge elbow
1,
drop.
2, 3.
He's showing absolutely no respect for his opponent.
Yeah, and his opponent's not doing nothing about it. What's that tell you?
This could be a finishing move right here.
Looks like someone's making it pretty clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a fit.
Here he comes!
Whoa! Clothesline from hell! I think he just took this guy's head off.
This This is going to require more strength than that.
You gotta be dreaming if you think you're gonna pull that off.
Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, slow down a little bit, Cole. He's just having a little fun in there. I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals. Oh, would you look at this? Talk about arrogant. It's sickening.
Actually, I think it's great. That's not arrogance, that's confidence. And that's what wins matches.
Nice reversal. I can't believe he hasn't given up yet.
It's not gonna last much longer, I'm telling you. He's hurting bad. Man, there's not an ounce of quit in these superstars. There's the counter, Cole.
What a jerk. How about a little less posing and a little more action?
Pump the brakes, girl pants. There's nothing wrong with getting inside your opponent's head like this. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
But what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. He saw that one coming.
Ha! He's stalking his opponent down, Cole. And here it comes.
Angle slam! Angle slam! And here's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
And there's the reversal.
Ha-ha! Look at this, Cole. He don't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight.
Batista has had lots of success. Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter. There is no doubt that Batista made a hell of an impact on Raw, Cole. But now that he doesn't have Triple H or Ric Flair watched his back, I think his days might. There's the reversal, Cole.
I think the SmackDown locker room is extremely great. Great reversal!
Triple H is the man, Cole. I've been in the ring. He slipped out of that one. Now there's a guy who'll do whatever it takes to win. I like that.
It certainly does look like he's going to take every advantage he can in this matchup. He may get the 3 count right
1,
here.
2, 3.
I think we're hearing the first. The referee's calling for the bell. The match is over.
You know, I don't know if everybody's going to be happy with the decision, but it's pretty clear who won that one.
It's hard to argue the referee's call. The ref counted the pin, and that's that.
No doubt, Cole. If anyone's got a problem with it, they better hope for a rematch.